What's up, YouTube? It's Dr. Guru. I know it's been a long time, but as you can see, I made a lot of changes to myself. So everybody always asks me, how did you do it? How did you lose weight? How did you get healthy? What are you doing? How did you do it so fast? How do you look so young? You didn't used to look so young. So I decided that I was going to make a video kind of going over a real brief synopsis of everything that I've done over the course of a couple of years. Because I think that it's something that's so easy, but difficult in the sense of it takes a lot of mental fortitude to get through the entire process and to make it a part of your life, because that's what I've done now. I've made this a part of my life. Being healthy, I'm committed to it, I'm dedicated to it. It's not for anybody else, it's for myself. So I've decided to make this lifestyle change for me. So first and foremost, like I said, there's a few things that you have to do to prepare yourself for this type of lifestyle change. First, you have to understand that you are dedicating your life to this. This is a commitment. This isn't something that's going to be fast. It's not a quick fix. It's not a one-week thing and then your 20 years of eating bad and having unhealthy habits automatically go away. It don't work like that. So first step is getting your mind right, preparing your mind to get ready for something that's going to be hard to do. Most people that are overweight, that are unhealthy, they have addictions to food, they have addictions to alcohol, they have addictions to cigarettes. And that's the first thing: dedication, changing your mind, changing your habits, changing those things, because it's the hardest part. That's why it's step number one. If you can't get that right, then there's no point in you stepping into part two. But at the same time, understanding that it's a process, it's a journey, because you're going to have successes and failures. And when I say failures, I don't mean that you're just going to, completely go rock bottom. But at times, you might want a piece of cake, and you're in your process. So it's important to understand those aspects of it and how the addictions affect you. So that's part one. So the second step that I use a process called intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting is a process of, or I'll put the process up, or a definition, but real brief. Intermittent fasting is eating in a certain time frame. Intermittent fasting has nothing to do with exercise. Nothing. So in the beginning, when I first started intermittent fasting, I didn't worry about what I ate. All I did was just eat. So I started at 12 p.m. and I ended at 6 p.m. So I ate whatever I wanted between the hours of 12 p.m. and 6 p.m. I skipped breakfast. I didn't eat breakfast, and if I did eat breakfast, I ate it at 12 o'clock. Like I said, it's not so much about what you eat, it's changing your mind and changing your lifestyle is about changing your habits. So if you can just change small aspects of it, so start off small. I started off just changing the time frame of when I eat, 12 and 6. And people always tell me when I say that, this is how I eat anyways. No, it's not. It's not. Because if you ate between the hours of 12 and 6, you'd be intermittent fasting. That means you would only have about 7 hours to eat all your food. Yeah, 7 hours to eat all your food in a day. And I know for a fact that most people don't eat like that. They get up in the morning, their first meal is 8, 9 o'clock before they go to work, 7 o'clock before they go to work, right before they get into work, 8 o'clock, whatever it is, they take their lunch, they go out to eat again, they get home, or right before they get home, they eat another meal, and in between that, they're snacking. So by the time it's said and done, you've already gone till 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, eating snacks, eating chips, all that. So I know when people say that, it sounds like that's what you do on a regular basis, but no, this is a very strict regimen. So you're only eating. You don't have to do 12 and 6. You can do 10 and 6. You can do 10 and 8. You can start off that way. You need to stop eating well before you go to bed. Well before you go to bed. So you can do 10 to 8. You can do 10 to 6. You can do 12 to 6. You can do 12 to 8. Whatever works for you. Because you want your body to go into ketosis, which is the process of burning fat and not food. Additionally, so intermittent fasting, that's the first step. Getting into that regimen and really dedicating yourself to that. I still intermittent fast every single day. I don't eat breakfast. It just works for me now. Our ancestors didn't eat throughout the day, all day long. They ate one meal if they were lucky. So we have to keep in mind how this society and this lifestyle has changed the way that we eat our food. The idea is that you're giving your digestive system a break. Period. You want to give it a break, because if it gets a break, then it can help you fight off disease. It can fortify your immune system. It can do a whole lot of things if you give it a break. If you never give it a break, then it's constantly working 100% of the time. How can anything work that long and be healthy? Your intestines are the same way. Your gut is the same way. You can't eat all day and expect for it to have a rest. And when it doesn't rest, it gets slowful. It doesn't work as good. Stressed. You know, the same thing that you get when you get overworked. First I dedicated my mind, my body, my soul to this. That was first. Second, I fasted. I did intermittent fasting. Third, I took some supplements and some herbs and different things to help with creating good gut flora. So good gut flora is created when you have the right amount of probiotics, bacteria, fungus in your gut. So you have the right things in there that digest food, that destroy bacteria, that keeps your body in optimal working condition. And some of these things I'm going to show you today. And some things work for me, and some things won't work for you, and vice versa. So we have to always consider that not everything works for everybody. Everybody has different ailments and different issues that they need to treat and learn how to work through finding a real cure for it. So the first thing I started doing, and this is the most basic thing that I started doing, just kind of clear my intestines, clear your gut, your liver. This is good for that all around, and it's just a good natural antibiotic that you can take because it has those traits and those characteristics as an antibiotic as well. So that's Master Tonic. I went online and started researching this. This is stuff that I made myself. But you can buy it as well. They have some on Amazon called Fire Cider, and it's pretty good. It's really good actually. This Master Tonic is good because it has apple cider vinegar in it with the mother. That's the base. Along with that, it has garlic in it, which has allicin in it. Allicin is good for killing fungus. It's an antibiotic, an antifungal as well, so it's helping you get rid of certain different things in your intestines as well, in your gut. Turmeric root, ginger root, onions, the strongest onions that you can find, usually like white onions or something like that. Horseradish, and then I douse it with peppers. So I use cayenne pepper, habanero pepper, ghost peppers, jalapenos. I use some grapefruit juice, some fresh squeezed grapefruit juice, not pink grapefruit juice, regular grapefruits, and some lemon juice as well. So I squeeze some of that in there as well. So all those different things provide different benefits to your body. But look it up, do your research, do your due diligence. It's called Master Tonic, and it really works and really helps you. You start noticing things instantly. When I give this, if my kids get a little snotty nose, or if they get a cold or any type of little ailment or anything, they usually don't, but every now and again they will. I'll give them a teaspoon of this, gone. Fever's gone. Headache gone. All kinds of stuff. It takes care of it, really. So look into that and make some of your own. Like maybe buy some to try it, but it's hot. I don't like hot stuff, but I love this. Master Tonic works. Coconut oil. Coconut oil is a natural moisturizer. I cook with it. So I decided when I started this journey that I would no longer use a product that I couldn't eat, that I couldn't digest myself. So if there's a moisturizer that I can't eat, then I don't use it. So I use this for everything. I use it brushing my teeth, along with baking soda and peppermint oil. At times I ingest it, just a tablespoon of it. It helps to coat your system. So if you're constipated or anything, or if you get constipated a lot, you can take something like this and it'll help you with your constipation as well. I use it as a full moisturizer. I use it in my hair, on my face, everywhere. So coconut oil, virgin, organic, works as well. So one of the other things that I do is I make my own deodorant. I no longer use those products. As I said, most of the stuff that I put on my body, if not all of it, I can eat. So shea butter is organic, tea tree oil, all that. Here, let me tell you the ingredients in this. So I use shea butter as the base. I use baking soda. I use sea salt. I use black seed oil, peppermint oil, and tea tree oil as well. And I just use a few drops of those. Sweat, it doesn't clog your pores. Antiperspirants clog your pores, and then that can lead to other issues and other ailments as well that are a lot harder to get rid of. So don't use deodorants. So now I want to tell you about like some of the supplements that I started taking to cleanse my body of all the bacteria, the candida, of the fungus, of parasites, and all these. So I'll start with what I use for the candida first, because it's a real simple product to purchase, and it's really easy to do. So if you have a problem with candida, yeast infections, thrush, babies have thrush, adults have, I can't think of the adult name for thrush, but they have a similar thing where they have yeast all in their mouth and on their tongue, different places like that, so on their private parts. So this is a good product for that, because this will help get rid of the yeast, the candida. Candida has been researched and shown to be the main cause of cancer, but it has saporic acid. Saporic acid is good for destroying candida as well. Palo d'Arco, the bark of the Palo d'Arco tree, so that's good for killing candida. All this stuff is grapefruit seed extract, garlic, licorice, and tea tree oil. So all that's in there, and you just follow the instructions on how to take that. Additionally, with this, no sugar, no sodas, hardly any fruit. You want to eat a high fiber diet. Colostrum. So I went to my sister, and my sister's a naturopathic nurse, a doctor of nursing, and she was telling me about colostrum. because I was told I was having a problem sleeping. So colostrum helps you with creating serotonin and helping you metabolize the serotonin along with the melatonin. So melatonin is good for helping you go to sleep, and serotonin is it's good for helping you stay asleep. So colostrum is natural to all mammals. It's called pre-milk. So it's the first bit of milk that the mother gives to the child, and it's the first protection against disease, viruses, bacteria. Colostrum. So this is bovine colostrum. This is from a cow, but it's the same exact formula. The black seed oil. Black seed oil comes from cumin seeds. So black seed oil is good for a lot of stuff. There's tons of videos out there. I'm not going to go into the details of it, but I took this to help repair and hydrate myself, to help repair like hair and all kinds of things that break off. So black seed oil is good for that, for repairing. Black walnut. Black walnut is toxic to intestinal bacteria and fungus. It's toxic. It has a chemical in it called juglone. Juglone is the business. Like, this stuff is highly toxic to things in your gut, but not toxic to you. You can eat this and you will have no problems. But this grows naturally here where I'm at. It doesn't grow naturally everywhere though. But you can buy these off of Amazon. I like Solar Ray because Solar Ray's products seem to be pretty good quality, and you can buy them at most stores like GNC and things like that. Licorice. Licorice is similar to the juglone. They're toxic to fungus and bacteria, so that's a good thing. I like to double up on like these two. Like, I like to use these together along with the black radish. So with the black radish is good because after you're using these, or while you're using these, it can help repair your gut as well. So it'll go behind you if you have like acne and bad skin. It'll help you start to repair your gut and repair your skin and all those different things. So after you do all those things, you want to you're killing all the bacteria in your gut, you're killing all the fungus, you're killing all the bad stuff. Some of the good stuff is going to stay. Replace the good stuff. All those things I suffer from, like high blood pressure I suffer from, diabetes or pre-diabetic I was suffering from, cold sores I suffered from, leaky gut I suffered from. So I had skin problems, psoriasis, eczema, foot fungus, toenail fungus, all those different things. And these are all the things. Fighting those things internally is the best way you can do it. Because if you fight them externally, then you're not necessarily getting rid of everything. You're not getting rid of everything. So once you start replacing those good probiotics, they need something to eat. So they need a good fiber source. So you have to be eating some type of green leafy vegetables, some type of vegetables that will that they can eat. So I hate vegetables. Straight up, I hate vegetables. Sometimes I like them. Some vegetables I like broccoli and green beans and stuff. But those aren't necessarily the best vegetables for you to eat all the time. So you want to add some green leafy vegetables like kale and collard greens and mustard greens and some bitter leaves and things like that. So once you add those things to your diet, that's what the probiotics eat. Moringa leaf, I use that. It's a good source of calcium. I noticed that my fingernails started getting much harder. They used to be real brittle and would bend and all that stuff, but now they're tough fingernails. Hemp powder is good for the protein that it provides. It's natural. It's a natural protein. There's no processing in there other than to powder it. It's a good source. That's pretty much everything. But if you have the right things in your gut that will digest those things, then you won't have a problem with those things. Get you a good naturopathic doctor. somebody that you can trust, somebody that can order you labs, somebody that can interpret those labs for you and give you some type of consultation for those labs. You need that so that you know that the things that you're doing are working. You know that the things that you're doing are helping, and not just going through your digestive system and then out, but they're actually doing what they're supposed to be doing. And then they can, my naturopathic doctor, after I had blood work done, had my labs done, he prescribed me some natural medicine. So that's basically it. So dedication, intermittent fasting, a good supplement plan that will help you get rid of bacteria, and replacing good probiotics. The fourth is getting you a good naturopathic doctor. Get you a good naturopathic doctor that will help you in such a way that you know that whatever you're doing is helping you. If your medical doctor does that for you, great. I haven't found one that does it for me yet, but I got some good people that a good medical support system that I use regularly. So you should too, because this is not for the weak. It's going to take some mental fortitude. It's going to take some mental strength. It's going to take some dedication from you. It's one of the hardest things I ever did. I've done some serious things in the military and over the years, but it's one of the hardest things I've ever done is changing my eating habits. Hardest thing, hands down, I've ever done. But peace and blessings to you all. I hope this video helps. I hope it can get you in a good state of mind. I hope it gets you some rest, get you healthy. Do your research. It's out there. There's plenty of information out there. But definitely look more into intermittent fasting. Look more into the Master Tonic. Yeah, those two things. I started basically stuff out of my refrigerator for the most part. I went to the grocery store and got some stuff. But those two things I can do without spending very much money. This would probably cost you $5 to make, and you can make 4 or 5 of these for about $5. Maybe $10, 4 or 5 of these for $10. But it's not expensive at all. It's quick, it's fast. It's really quick to make. So you can look and see how to make that. Maybe I'll do a video on how to make this too. Maybe that'll be my next video. But peace to you all. Hope this helps. Subscribe, like, ask questions. Peace.